We have a new single called People Make Love. That and the music video where you'll find me dressed like this is now available. And then from there, I believe there's an EP along the way. And then after that EP, we have some really amazingly produced and arranged music by Isaiah Sharkey, which we can't give a date on that yet because we'll say a date and it'll get pushed back because of time and things or whatnot. But that's what they can look forward to right now. And if they want to stay in tune, the best ways to do it is follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, because that's where all of our happenings are. We post pretty much daily across those platforms. So, they'll always be in the know. As a matter of fact, I need to post on IG right now.
I feel like we're just ready to dance. We're ready to dance and we're ready to party. For real. Like, I feel like the new music that we're going to be putting out is really changing the frequency. We're really changing the vibe and the conversation from the previous music that we have had out. And like with the world, I mean, you kind of see it all over the industry. There wasn't a lot of music being put out that, that people were in the club dancing to or going to festivals. Everybody was pretty chill. Even some of the best artists, that were like winning and on like the charts were like, really chill R&B artists and like what they would call, backpack rappers and stuff. But like, man, we're ready to get out in front of some people, get the world moving again, get everybody excited about life.
I don't know. WAP was pretty live. That came out during the pandemic, Yeah.
I'm Zordon, and I'm putting together my Power Rangers to combat misogyny. And that's essentially what happened, how the women-led team came together, because the concept that we essentially wrote was written by a woman, but a lot of the main ideas and themes were presented by me. And I was like, let's portray this as non-misogynistic as possible, because it's often as just men leading things, we could do that. It'd end up being that way if we don't have some type of checks or balances. So I had to put together a woman-led team to check me, in certain areas to make sure I wasn't doing the most, as we say. So I ended up working with Omni Al Productions, and we had Shantae, and then later we had Kim Bosch. And like with Kim Bosch on the team, a lot of her content is already nude and lewd. So it really tiptoes and teeters the lines of the imagery that we were trying to portray. And she just wanted to keep it as close to PG as possible, right? And she would make sure, she was like, hey, this will look good if the girls did it. Dave, you don't respond. Like things like that. So that it always looked consensual in some way or another. And that's not always things that we may instinctively think about, like, oh, that doesn't look consensual, So we had to bringing on that team and having the women to provide checks and balances provided the opportunity for a really fun and safe environment for shooting the video. Like all these guys were there, so they could tell you, like, it was a lot of stuff that people were comfortable doing because, one, it wasn't a guy asking them to do it, and two, it was mostly like the option for them. There's a scene that you'll see in the music video where Way is, being cuddled, I should say, by a beautiful young lady. And we had another model that actually did that part before she did it, but she wasn't comfortable doing it. Therefore, like the scene didn't come out the way we wanted it to. So we scrapped that and reshot it with the person you'll see in the video. And that right there itself is like, I wasn't going to force anyone to do anything they didn't want to do. And I sure as hell knew that the people that were directing and producing weren't going to force anyone to do something that they didn't want to do. So it became a really safe and fun space. And, there's a lot of feminine energy around because our photographer was there, our manager, was there. I had a friend of ours, Ray Elisa, come out. She was there. It was just really good, and I enjoyed every moment of it. Every moment of it.
I was about to say that entire set was really positive. It was really positive. A lot of like reassuring and just making sure everybody was comfortable. And
even me, fun. I was comfortable. I ran around majority of the day.
I was a nervous wreck. Everyone was in lingerie and whatnot. So.
And it was beautiful, wasn't it? I was running around majority of the time like this, or with no shirt on and just some boxers on. It was a great time for me.
So much positivity. That was funny.